Tricia Szasz from Parkville Artisans Studio here with me in the Price Chopper kitchen. We are upcycling some containers.
Oh yeah, that's always good.
And we are going for some throwback fun because we are making shrinky dinks.
Not kidding, these are so much fun.
I love shrinky dinks. Blast from the past.
Everybody, well, not everybody. A lot of people did this when they were kids.
Yes.
The kids that come to my studio in Parkville for art camps, they don't know what they are. I'm like, should we do shrinky dinks? And they go, what's that?
So you can do it with stuff that you probably, if you're watching at home, you probably have in your recycle bin right now.
Absolutely. I mean, you can order shrinky dink paper.
Right.
You can do that. But if you've got a couple of these sitting around.
And these are the old school shrinky dink picks. You remember that? Doesn't that just make you melt?
Oh, it does.
From 70s and 80s.
Oh, there's the He-Man guy.
Inspector Gadget. I remember my mom just getting the really old school kind, which were the colors, and you just make your different stained glass look. It kind of looks like a faux stained glass.
Absolutely.
But in this case, we're using takeout containers.
Containers.
That are number 6, which
Number 6 is the one you want. Now, I tried it with a couple of other ones just to see if this is really true that you just have to have number 6.
Yeah.
Well, you can do it with other stuff.
So you look on the
There's
back.
A little triangle. Yep, has a little 6 in the middle.
Right here. This is really good because number 6 is notoriously tough to recycle.
That's what I've heard. Now let's do something with them, right?
Yes.
So when I tried the other ones, I think this was a number 1 recycle thing. It still kind of works, but it's flippy floppy, right?
It looks plasticky.
Yeah, it just looks plasticky. When you use the number 6, you get this nice.
Like it looks like glass.
Right.
Which is what you want.
And you do have to be a little bit careful because you're using recycled stuff here. It doesn't work maybe as perfectly as the store-bought stuff, like this one.
That kind of curled up on you.
It kind of curled up on me.
So it'll just be a fun process.
Which is fun. You can just,
that's part of the adventure.
All this stuff is free and you're recycling anyway, so you have to kind of be careful with what you're doing there. We're gonna make one.
Okay, how do we start? Yeah.
Okay, cut out the flat little part of that little strip right there. And you can use as many parts of this as you want. I even used
Does it matter what, how big it is or anything?
We're going to make like maybe a little pendant. Okay. Maybe something like this, like a pendant. But if you cut it as big as you can cut it.
That's shrinky dink?
That's a shrinky
dink pendant?
Absolutely. Okay. And they shrink, like a 1-inch shrinks to about a 1/2 inch. Okay. But a 6-inch shrinks to about a 2-inch.
Okay, so this will be like a real mini
one. A little pendant, yeah.
Okay.
A cute little pendant.
All right, so I cut out my piece of plastic.
Cut out your little piece of plastic. The next thing I want you to do is I want you to use this, I use Scotch-Brite. I love this stuff. I don't use sandpaper for it. You could. But the sandpaper has sand on it and it gets grit all over it. So I want you to lay it flat on there and I want you to sand the top of it.
Okay.
The front and the back.
So we're roughing it up like when you get a manicure and they rough up the top of your nail?
Exactly, because the markers or whatever you want to use will stick a little bit better to a rough surface than that slippery surface. Okay. And then I'm going to have you use a little hole punch and stick a little hole in the top. Okay. Because we're going to make this a little necklace pendant. And then at home, I use just a plain white piece of paper. Can you get it? Oh, yeah, not quite. Come on, you got those muscles in there. I know you work out all the time.
There we go.
Better?
Jeez. Yeah,
and then I used a piece of white paper to work on because then it's easier to see what in the world I'm doing.
Yeah.
Okay? And all I want you to do are scribble some cute little, I don't know, fun little flowers or whatever. You can use a lot of different things. You can use Sharpies or really any kind of markers. Okay. You can use colored pencils. I also happen to have some pastels, and you can work on the front and the back. Like you're putting all these cutesy little decorations on the front. You could, let's take, I don't know, a colored pencil, turn it around on the back, and just kind of scribble on the back, kind of, you know, make a background color for it.
So we can use Sharpies or color pencils?
Color pencils, pastels, nail polish. I love the nail polish.
It doesn't matter what you use to draw on it?
No.
See, I would think that would matter.
No, it absolutely does not. This one, I mean, it has, I think this part is colored pencil, this part is Sharpie, and then I did the pastel on the back. It didn't show through very much, but whatever. It was a good trial. It was fun to play with.
So I did just some like a little flower thing with polka dots.
Adorable, right? Okay, we're gonna cook it on tin foil, preferably not on a cookie sheet because it doesn't let the heat through fast enough. We're gonna drop that baby on there. Okay. And we're gonna put it in the oven.
Now, how hot for how long?
350, and how long? There is no, it's kind of like when you broil garlic bread.
You just
don't. You gotta watch that.
Yeah.
Right? The second you walk away.
Yeah.
You're going, Oh, I
because you're putting plastic in your oven.
Absolutely.
So you don't want
quick.
Yeah,
it's anywhere from 30 seconds to 2 minutes.
Oh, that's super quick. All right.
I mean, it's super quick. So we plop this in here. Let's see how quickly this one will shrink up. I started the oven. I preheated it. You don't want it just warming up. You really want that thing warm when you get started. Can it?
So we can see. Can I do it? Can I open it so that Chris can?
Let's see. Let me watch for it to.
Okay.
It'll kind of curl up a little bit and it'll start to shrink. Yeah, it's probably good. Go ahead and open it and see if you can see what it's doing in there. See, it's curling.
Oh yeah, it is
up.
curling. Can I take it out now?
No, you gotta close it.
Oh, I have to close it?
Close it. You gotta give it just a few more minutes because it'll shrinky all up and get all curly. And this is the fun part for the kids to watch. And then after it shrinkies up and gets all curly like that, it'll lay down fairly flat.
Going quick.
I think we're ready. Go ahead and pull it out.
Okay. Oh wow.
And the tin foil is not hot. Just be careful of the
boy.
Right?
The dinky is shrinking. Look at that.
A little bit of the end of the Sharpie to flatten it just a little. And boom, we have a shrinky dink. It's warm, but it's not that hot.
Oh my gosh, my pendant.
Right? We're gonna put this
Tricia,
on a little
this is
necklace.
so cool.
We're gonna make little danglies for earrings. This one's adorable, okay? So take a little note you got from your kiddo.
Yeah.
Trace it on the plastic so it's their handwriting.
Dear Mom, I love you to the moon and back. Aww.
Right, and make a little keychain with it.
This is a great project. Tricia Szasz with Parkville Artisans Studio making homemade shrinky dinks. This is brilliant. This would be great. You could make these as gifts or whatever.
Absolutely.
This would keep the kids
will love
busy
doing
all day.
We will too.
Thank you, my friend. This
You're
is
welcome.
awesome.